High volume equals hypertrophy. Wrong. High volume equals progressive overload. That equals hypertrophy. I think a lot of people think I'm opposed to high volume training, which I'm not. I just see high volume training for what it is. A tool for achieving progressive overload. For when you achieve progressive overload, that's when you make muscle gains, that's when you become aesthetic. And many actually consider my program to be a low volume program, as they see coming into the gym and doing just 3 sets of 5 reps for a singular compound as low volume. But that's just a single session. You look at the entire week, you're doing 45 sets for squats, you're doing 45 sets for chin-ups. That is a lot of weekly volume. You take your average gym rat, and not many of them would be doing 45 sets of squats for their bro split. And guys, there's no magical thing about doing high volume in a single session. This is a myth I really think that a lot of people believe, and I want to break down. Just like your calories, weekly total volume is far more important than singular session total volume. The real difference between my style of full body training and a bro split is that with something like my program, you're able to perform these compounds at a much higher intensity constantly throughout the week, whilst elevating protein synthesis the entire time. Whereas when you're doing a bro split, you're really not achieving that many high intensity sets throughout the week, as really only your first few sets are going to be your working sets, and everything after that is just going to be diminishing returns, and you're not going to get much from those extra sets you're doing. Again, there is no magic to doing high amounts of volume in a single session. So if you're a novice lifter who hasn't reached certain strength standards, you're far better off doing something like my program in comparison to something like a bro split. So does this mean I'm opposed to single high volume sessions? No, but I am for beginners. Your novice who hasn't reached certain strength standards and follows this type of training will make gains through making progressive overload, but nowhere near as fast to as if they were just really throwing plates onto the bar. Putting weight on the bar is far more significant progressive overload than adding a rep here or there. So who does the high volume single sessions? More advanced lifters. When you're more advanced, it's going to be pretty unrealistic to expect yourself to put plates onto things like your curls week to week, as you won't be able to adapt to that extra weight at such an advanced stage. So what do you do as an advanced lifter? You work with higher reps of a slightly lighter weight and work on squeezing out extra reps, as this is a far more minute step than adding weight to the bar. And this is something your body will be able to adapt to at such a late stage in the game. These are great methods for intermediate, more advanced lifters to keep the ball rolling, to keep pushing forward. But for a beginner novice who hasn't reached those strength standards, this is going to be the slowest progression route you could possibly follow. And you're really going to slow down those muscle gains, those aesthetic gains that you could have made. So yes, you can get jacked doing high volume training, but it will probably take you a lot longer than what is ideal. Anyway, I hope this has really shed the light to some people. High volume training, when to do it, when it's useful. And I hope this has really talked a lot of beginner novices into full body training, because this is going to get you up to speed really quickly. Anyway, I'm The Last Natural, and thanks for watching.